Ni hao you doing, brethren? Today I've got a healthy dose of and hopefully by the end of the video, for better or worse, you'll think to yourself, wow, that sure is a video game. Side note, my hay fever's been acting up, so if you hear me sneeze at all during this, you're pregnant. Werewind's meat is fresh out of China, except I'm lying. It's been out over there for a year already, so technically they're beta testing it for us, and we're getting the fixed version. That's the cope I tell myself. This is a single player MMO light. Now you're asking, Beelz, what the f does that mean? It means 85 to 90% of the time you're playing a single player game, with the rest being the times you have to interact with the human race. This is a very open world collectathon Souls-like MMO with puzzle solving and mini games. Are you still lost? Let me fix that for you. There's a full story that unfolds as you progress about being a baby who was taken away and now you're grown up and you've got to go after your uncle who raised you, etc, etc. I'm gonna be honest, a few hours in I got so lost in the source I don't know what's going on anymore. Chances are you're going to quickly get lost in the world and become sidetracked. It happens to all of us. That's because Winds is full of so many things to do at any given time, it's actually overwhelming. There are enemy camps to clear out, drunk dart throwing, fishing, who can endanger this species first using a bow, cats giving me obstacle courses, cats giving me logic puzzles, catching hundreds of small bugs and plants called oddities, healing people, arguing with people, befriending people, treasure hunting, world bosses, and I'm still just scratching the surface here, you understand? This game throws you in and says, have fun. Right now I'm just over 100 hours played, and this is how much of the map I've actually completed, and this is how much is left. But this is because the game tickles that loot goblin explorer part of my brain. I want to go everywhere, see everything, leave no stone unturned, and no NPC unbefriended. We'll get to that. Give me a minute. Hold on. This game is gorgeous. These days, a lot of games want to show you post-apocalyptic, dystopian, end-of-all-hope types of places. Worlds that are now little more than a forgotten memory. Winds is jam-packed full of beautiful views, lush environments, towns and cities full of people, and only most of them are AI. We'll get to it in a minute. Hold on. Give me a sec. Movement! Just running around in the game feels good. From the start, you've got a triple jump, air dash, running straight up vertical walls, and as you progress, you can skip on water, leap vertically up walls, and even fly. But I'm afraid of combat. This is what got me interested in the game to begin with. I'm a big fan of Souls-like action-adventure titles. If you tell me your game is adjacent to Dark Souls, Sekiro, Nioh, First Berserker Kazan, Stellar Blade, Ninja Gaiden, or Shell Diver, you better believe I'm there. It plays a lot like Sekiro and Nioh mixed together, to be honest. You've got light and heavy attacks as well as abilities that are tied to which weapon you're using. You have two at any given time, and you can switch between them, offering a lot of combat diversity and powerful combos. Defensive options are also plentiful. You've got the standard block and dodge, but you've also got the parry. Parrying not only keeps you safe, but it also decreases the enemy's posture gauge because this is also a Sekiro game. Parry is also a frame cancel, so regardless of how unsafe that attack you just did was, you can hit the parry to keep yourself safe at any given time. I love this button. You've also got mystic skills that are independent of your weapon. You can use Tai Chi to literally pick up a dude and throw him. Or how about a bear? Paralyze a guy, steal his weapon and then hit him with it. Breathe fire, turn into a toad, just like that guy from Kung Fu Hustle. And even use the Buddha's palm technique, just like that guy from Kung Fu Hustle. I love Stephen Chow. Wow. So let's get to the real steam buns and rice here. This game is all about character building. Literally everything you do in this game is in one way or another going to make you stronger. But you don't understand just how far this goes, so let's get nerdy. Your character levels up, you equip new gear, you upgrade the actual slot that the gear goes into, not the gear itself, the slot. You equip mystic skills, but you can also level those up. The gear you were getting, yeah, you level those up too. Talent points for your talent tree. You get build-defining perk thingies called inner ways that affect how your build works, sort of like set bonuses. Oh, and yeah, your gear, they also have set bonuses. The inner ways also have their own upgrade tree. Your old gear, yeah, that also counts. All the bugs and stuff that you've been collecting and picking up, talent tree. Your map exploration, your solo world progression. The normal talent tree isn't even alone. There's a talent tree specifically for boss fights and another one for PvP. And there's still more I'm not mentioning. All of these things, plus what weapons you want to use, come together to determine your build. But you've also got side hustles. Currently, there's two professions, doctor and lawyer. I know it says scholar, but it's lawyering. Give me a minute, okay? I'll take care of it. Learn to be a doctor and you can heal NPCs and players who have sustained injury. These are basically debuffs that only go away once someone casts the special string on you and plays plays the Slay the Spire minigame. I'm not kidding. There's an entire deck of medical cards you need to use to fight off the injury. You can even level these cards up as well as your overall medical power. But what about lawyering? In single player, this is mostly used to debate NPCs, basically professional Twitter posting. The minigame is hectic and makes little sense, but I've never lost it, so I have no idea how to explain it. I just win. Where this game gets juicy is in online mode. You see, there's a bounty board. Here you can do daily tasks for NPCs to get rewards, heal other players who are hurt, or legally defend someone against false allegations. Yeah. You see, there's a crime system in the game, similar to GTA. Steal a horse? Crime. Steal right out of someone's pockets? Crime. Brutally murder someone because he looked at you funny? Misdemeanor. Point is, there's a lot of innocent people out there, and it's up to the lawyers to go out there and prove it. Worst case scenario, you commit a crime and a member of the Midnight Blade sect, I'll get to that in a minute, give me a sec, will come and kill you, Dark Souls invasion style. If this happens, or the GTA Chinatown police get you, you're going into prison, where you get to wait real world time to get out. But there's also the pardon parade, where you're taken away in a cage and people can come and throw eggs and cabbage at you to help reduce the sentence, while also getting rewards for themselves. No, I'm not lying, this is something you can do. You might remember mere seconds ago I mentioned sects. These are like covenants or Elder Scrolls guilds. Not to be confused with actual guilds, I'll get to that in a minute, give me a sec. There's a whole bunch of these, with each specializing in something. The neat part is that each have a set of rules that you can't break if you want to stay part of the gang. The Well of Heaven are basically the goody good boys who have to be generous and help others, but are not allowed to earn too much each week. Silver Needle are the doctors, but they have to charge their clients for medical treatment in the form of likes. Maybe I should do that. Like the video. Midnight Blades are the PvP guys. They have to kill and they're not allowed to lose. Ever. Nine Mortal Ways, the one I'm in, are the tricksters. Their entire gimmick is just messing with people. Con artists, liars, cheats. The others aren't in the game just yet, but I hear the Velvet Shade is coming soon, and they're all about being as slutty as possible. But Beelz, I hear you say. You said this was an MMO. Top marks for you, little fella. You remember that this game has multiplayer functionality. You can group up with a bunch of friends, but let's be real, it's gonna be randoms most of the time because talking to people, you can take down bosses and get some good loot. I love loot. And the rest is mostly casual stuff. No, I'm not kidding. The game has two modes that you can swap between at any given time, solo and online mode. When you go to the online mode, all of the world enemies disappear. They despawn. They're not there anymore. You cannot go out questing with the boys. That is strictly solo content. Instead, you get to hang out and indulge in a selection of refreshing and relaxing mini-games. Take one look at this list of delightful leisure activities and tell me your soul isn't immediately at peace. You can even hang out in the chat and fail to get a single job because the employment market is oversaturated with doctors and lawyers, and as soon as a client requests help, somebody else is miraculously already on top of it. Whoops, I said the J word. Sorry, I didn't mean for the video to get scary. Are you okay? Long story short, the multiplayer is the goof off and be silly with each other portion of the game. Did I mention there's building in the game as well, like full-on housing and decorations? I'm not kidding. No, I didn't mention it. Good, because I haven't done any of that yet, and I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to the Minecraft aspect of this game. What I have done a lot of is befriending NPCs. See, I told you I'd get to it. Throughout your travels, you'll come across some NPCs that let you engage in conversation. You are literally talking to an AI bot who has been programmed to play the role of a Chinese peasant with a problem. If you successfully solve that problem, you're besties, and he might even send you presents later on. Manipulating the logic of these guys ended up being easier and a lot more fun than I expected. You can play your part and try to use common sense and rationale with them, or you can revert back to 2007 and use emotes. You can just straight up lie to these guys. They don't know the difference between what's fact or fiction. They just want results, and quite frankly, I'm happy that that's all they want. In your case, if she bounces on it, she bounces on it. If she doesn't, she doesn't. The key is to respect her decision, understand that sometimes things happen as they should. Is it normal if it bends a little to the left? If it bends a little to the left, then it certainly leans that way, but consider this. If a tree bends to the left, it still stands tall in its own way. The key is to adapt and find balance. Just as water flows around obstacles, so too must we navigate life's twists and turns. Can you write me a creative poem about tacos? In the land where spices blend, tacos rise like sun. Kissed friends, corn tortillas, golden hue, wrap around the flavors true. Beef and chicken seasoned well, cheese that melts with every spell. Lettuce crisp and fresh tomatoes, avocado sliced in rows. Salsa dances on the tongue, cilantro adds its fragrant song, each bite a symphony divine, a feast for both heart and spine. Write a haiku about goth girls. What? Wait, what? What do you mean that succeeded? Speaking of AI, a lot of the background NPCs who just hang out have AI voices.
What exactly is hidden inside that hall?
The martial temple is heavily guarded, and ordinary people cannot enter.
Come on in, young wanderer.
I wonder if
One
Meow
bite,
Meow's asleep.
and you'll never forget the taste of our tavern.
These are characters who would never have had full voices to begin with, so I don't really see it too much of an issue. All of the main and important characters throughout the game are thankfully fully voiced by actual actors. And if it still bothers you, just switch over to the Chinese language and enjoy the game the way Chinese Jesus intended. I love Stephen Chow. Alright, we've put it off long enough. How about we talk about a real sore spot that the game has? Where Winds Meet features
a battle pass, a cash shop, and gotcha. All of these things
can be totally ignored. The game prides itself on only monetizing cosmetics. There is zero pay to win. You cannot become stronger at all, regardless of how much money you want to throw at it. The whales are in shambles, the minnows are rejoicing, your wallet can breathe easy. Unless you've got a crippling addiction to buying pretty outfits that you don't need, of course, because the truth be told is a lot of the cosmetics in the game do look very good. You do get new outfits for free as you play the game though, so don't worry. This isn't one of those games where you look exactly the same after 100 hours as you did when you first began. I hate those games, they suck, don't play them. Join a guild and do fun activities with humans you sometimes talk to. Do 10-man raids that feel a lot like MMO fights in that there are mechanics and it often feels like you're the only one doing them. Move the barrels. Or stick to the challenging solo content like trials where you have to beat the various Souls-like bosses with some special conditions applied, like using certain weapon loadouts, not getting hit a certain number of times, changing the difficulty of the fight because that's a thing you can do, or just don't get hit at all ever because that one's so fun, I love it. Ooh, yay. Okay, I can't hide it any longer. It wouldn't be a video about Where Winds Meet without talking about the most difficult and hated part of the entire game. By far, the one thing that has claimed the conscious mind of thousands, no, millions of would-be heroes. Menus. This game has a menu problem. If you're someone who easily gets lost navigating a Google search or zipping up your own pants, you better buckle up, kiddo, because the menus in Winds may as well be the Bermuda Triangle of UI design. Menus inside of menus inside of menus. It took me several days to get comfortable with navigating some of this, and even now, if you ask me to pull open a specific page, chances are I'm getting it wrong at least twice. I once got asked to show my stats. Yeah, stats, and you know what? I got lost. I had no idea where that page was. I had to tell my wife and kids I love them because daddy may not come home from this trip. By now, you're either sold or you're not. Either way, you are now obligated to say, wow, that sure is a video game. Oh hey, congrats. There's a ton of stuff, like seriously still a ton of stuff that I haven't mentioned in this video that you can do in the game, so feel free to add more in the comments below, and I'm sorry if I forgot to mention your favorite thing. As long as it isn't the chess minigame that sucks, it's rigged, I hate it. The card game where you win by getting everyone blackout drunk is way better. But with all of that said and done, I've got to get out of here. I hope you guys have enjoyed Winds, and I will see you all again next time. Have a good